we should be able to work with all these people. That's what we call a technical performance team, that every available window, 2-3 weeks, we'll send them on an internship, because it's done everywhere. Even MDs of bank go on internship, or go on training, because you cannot. I'm a product of capacity building. And that's where you see, whatever I'm saying, I always believe in science. I always believe in saying scientific evolution of the game of football. And it is very, very critical. So I think it's not just saying, oh, you're discarding, you bring someone else today, But the truth is, people say, okay, a coach is as good as his last game. Yeah, it's as good as his last game. But in this case, he has performed creatively well. It was meant to travel. It was meant to go out. But the technical director said, no, let us bring him back, we'll work with him, and that is it. So people should just allow this case, he's a Nigerian, let's try and support him. And on his part, he should try and be level-headed and humble himself and see how he can work with the federation and work with the media and work with everybody. On our part, I'm appealing to the media. You should leave Keshi alone. Let him concentrate on doing what I think he can do, working with this technical performance team around him. With that, I believe we're able to achieve. If you know the people in the technical study group, Kanu Wanko is a member of the technical study group, Jejo Kocha, PT3, Mutia Dekbo, you even Finnick the George. We've contacted everybody. And these are people that train under some of the best coaches in the world. So they are also going to bring that AI days. And also looking at a situation whereby is going to be working with match readers in terms of football, in terms of games. For example, on the 10th of February, we're sending about 17 of them, including Florence Omagbeni and Chijin.
Coaches?
Yeah. They are going to England for match reading, backroom analysis. Now, backroom analysis is what is alien to most African countries, but is a scientific trend whereby you read a game, you study a game, and a piece of paper, they hand over the piece of paper, this is the game, this Tony Bitoye is a defender, look at his pace, it can run.
How many kilometers
can recover? What is that? It's statistics. It's pure science. During the game. Now, if you train these people, our target again is to train about 50 backroom analysts. So in every game, the home base Eagles, the Super Eagles, the Super Falcons, you have between 5 to 10 ex-international backroom analysts as ad hoc staff. They will analyze the game. They will give him the report. He will read it. During the game, they talk to him. There's a way they communicate with him. We say this player is not fit. This player is limping. Put 3 men on him. It's scientific. It's modern day. We don't live in dark ages. We live in today's world, and today's world is all about science of football. I give you an example. In France '98, producing a game, they used less than 50 cameras. Producing in France '98, just a few years ago. This last World Cup, 308 cameras were used to produce only one game, with 8 cameras and a helicopter. So that's how football has evolved. So if they can be doing this off the field, can you imagine what they'll be doing on the field? So football has really evolved, and we must tap into that endowment.
Let me talk to another issue very quickly, because our time is running very fast, and the questions here are increasing by the day, by the minute, I beg your pardon. Somebody says, what are you doing about funding? Funding is a major issue with the NFF.
Yeah,
what we are doing, we hear, sorry, we are broke.
What we are doing is not very easy. What we are doing, we are appealing to Nigerian corporates. And the good news about Nigerian corporates and us is that a couple of us have some, when I mean corporate personality, myself, Sheyi, Akinwumi, even Ibrahim Gusso, most of my members, when I mean corporate personalities, they know that we don't have a name that are tainted. So they know that when we walk up to them, as I'm speaking to you, we have a multinational that has even agreed to partner the federation in terms of academicals. We are doing the academicals, and I've also spoken to Adokia Messiah Mecca, who is also a product of the academicals, to run the academicals that we're going to do. And I'm going to bring that up in a board meeting for them to approve it. Once that is done, we're doing the academicals again. We're doing an under 13. We are building. Our vision is basically short, long, and medium term. And all those are things that we want to do. We're going to create a lot of football activities from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. The basis of selecting, there'll be no vacuum. There'll be smooth transition from juniors to intermediate, intermediate to senior. We'll look at all this. What about the Nigerian players playing abroad? Those ones most of them have not been to Nigeria. They don't, but they know they are Nigerian. They love being Nigerian and they want to play for Nigeria. We're in talk. We open talks with them, and they are all willing. So all those are things that we need to do within. And again, we're taking cognizance of the FIFA free days, all the FIFA free days next year. We want to say that none will be left untouched. We are going. And that's why we are playing those two critical games.
Cote d'Ivoire and Sudan in January.
So, but funding, by God's grace, we're like what we did was we built a budget for next year. We built a program for next year, taking cognizance of the 10 FIFA free days. Not just for Super Eagles, Super Falcons. We are trying to give them 1 or 2 quality matches before the World Cup in Canada. We look at it and we cost all those things. Look at how much it's going to cost us. How do we raise this? You know, we're working towards that already. You know, we're in touch with our marketing consultant. We want to see how we can help him improve on his cap, on what he has. You know, so because it's all about funding, like you said. And what the good news is that we have companies that are really appreciating us already. You know, look at these companies that are sending the referees to England. It's on that company that's sending the referees, the coaches. You know, so I mean, they are very excited about this new board. I can tell you that Nigerian corporates. I want to seize the opportunity to thank them.
Okay, let me wrap all of this up because our time is really running out. We have a few minutes left. Under 17 are playing qualifiers next January in Niger. Under 20 are going to be in Senegal. Under 23 are playing All Africa Games qualifier, Olympic Games qualifier. The Falcons are going for the Women's World Cup. What are you hoping to achieve with all of this? What is the philosophy around these national teams going into different competitions?
Of course, the philosophy is to have all of them qualify for the various World Cups and also to discover some new talent, future Super Eagles, and to have some kind of symbiotic and seamless transition, those ones in the juniors to the intermediate, the intermediates to the seniors. All those are things that we are developing. And the good news is that we have a technical committee chairman that is very competent, that's very seasoned. And every minute, I can tell you, I talk to him every day. Every minute, he gives me a report on what is going on in the various camps, some of the challenges that they normally have challenges, and how we can overcome their challenges. And the good news, again, is that the coaches, especially in these junior categories, like Samson Siasa, they've been very exceptional. They've been very selfless. Manu Gaba, you know, Okon, you know, even Dala Munike. They've been very selfless. I want to see the opportunity to thank them because that is it. Emphasis has been, they are driven only by passion. And whatever you are seeing, the intensity of whatever you are seeing is because they love this country and they want to make a name. I think they set targets for themselves and they want to overcome those targets. So I'm very happy with the spirit in the various camps, the under 17, under 21, and the Olympics team. You know, the Dream Team 5, Dream Team 6. So, and I believe whatever support on the part of the federation we can, we'll give them in making sure that they qualify because it's a short-term program. What's called the Quick Impact Program. Quick Impact is Nigerians want to know that you qualify. It's Quick Impact. How do you make them qualify? Give them good preparation, give them good stimulation, just stimulate, make them happy, of course. Then the short-term one, the long-term one, the academicals, everything that we are trying to do is creating a lot of football activities at the various levels, geared toward enhancing a sustainable football culture for this country. We just want to create the indulgence of Nigerians, to be patient with this federation, and I believe we will be able to deliver. The last federation under Aminu Megiri, I call him my life president because he's my life president, did so well. They were very magical in terms of qualifying Nigeria for everything. They qualified Nigeria for all the events. They were simply magical. But like that's why I call him my life president. He's going to give me his magic, so I will add my science
to it.
So it's
going to be magical science. But before I allow you to go, there's one more question I want to ask but our time is up in a minute. 90 days after that election in Warri, that election was hotly contested. Yeah. You went to the appeals, minority against majority. What is the latest now? Is it over now, or is there still going to be something like an arbitration? Because some people are saying there's arbitration still waiting somewhere. Tell us, what is the situation with your election now? Is it over?
I don't want to say if there is. Listen, I can't because people are contesting my election, so I don't know if they want to go to CAS. So I'm not going to talk about it because CAS is still there until CAS says it's over. Then I'll say 100% it's over.
Okay.
You know, but I can assure you we are doing very well. We're not looking at that. We're looking beyond that. We don't want to be distracted. Whatever is happening to me is a phase. I came on anointed by God to lead Nigerian football. I'm a child of God. Right now, I can tell you that touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It's First Chronicles 16:22. I'm telling you. So
is this the NFF that has made
I'm telling
so much into the Bible?
No, I've always been, listen, I've always been a child of God.
Okay.
I'm a child of destiny, and that is the truth. So we are here to work. We don't want to be distracted. If God says, if God that kept us there knows that we should be there, I believe God wants to change Nigerian football. You know, so I believe in destiny. So that is exactly what is playing out. So, and I will also see the opportunity to call everybody to queue behind us. At every point in time, there's only one person that can be president of the Nigerian Football Federation. And at the moment, God gave me that glory. We want that support. We don't want any form of animosity. We don't want any form of bickering. We don't want, you see deep-seated emotional hatred. We don't want it. And I will also say that at every point in time, I will apologize. If we feel offended, please join us in rebuilding Nigerian football. It is very elemental. It is very key because we want to build Nigerian football. Nigeria has got so much potential. In every state, you have 10,000 Kanu. In every state, you have 10,000 Emenike. In every state, you have 10,000 Mikebi. We have all those things. But if we keep getting distracted, there's no way we're going to achieve all this. We are very genuine. We are very desirous. I can tell you, if you see my vice president, nobody goes to say, give us transport fare, go to the federation and say this. Everybody, with the little resources they have, they've come out. Look at Fresh. 24 hours during the referees thing, the chairman of the referees committee, he was with them in the national stadium. They had over 1,000 referees. 24 hours. That's the kind of commitment, that's the kind of passion people want to see a change. So we want to call on everybody. It's not, you see, it doesn't pay us to be fighting because at the end of the day, you fight me and you get me out. Do you think I will sit and look at you? I'll go and start fighting you. Is that what we want in Nigerian football? Please.
Okay, I think that's how we have to wrap it up. But let me close with this comment on Twitter. It's coming from Doyi Kasuman. I think maybe he's speaking the mind of a few people as well. He says, I believe in Pinnick. I can see everything turning around. Well, let's allow you to say the last word. I mean, wish our viewers, those watching across the world.
I want to wish you the best of luck in the pursuance of your dream for next year. And I believe next year will be a very glorious life of football in Nigeria and sports. And I want to seize the opportunity to say that everybody who've offended on the part of the Football Federation, we say a big sorry. We are very sorry. Don't feel offended. Don't charge it to our head. Charge it to our heart. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right, so I think that's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight, this very beautiful Tuesday. NFF President, thank you for coming on our show. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
We wish you a crisis-free reign, a successful reign as well.
Thank you.
And you can, count on us to be there for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. That's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight. Thank you once again for watching. We will be back. Yeah, tomorrow is the last day of the year. Will we be back? Well, just keep watching. If you see us, then we'll be back. If not, we'll see you in the new year. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.